Hi, I'm Mary, a librarian and book reviewer with a focus on stories written for kids, tweens, and teens. Today I get to share with you this book called The Little Engine That Could by Watty Piper and reimagined by Caldecott Medal winner Dan Sandhat. There is a train that is carrying some wonderful treasures over the mountain. This engine is so happy to be taking toys and good food to eat to all the little girls and boys on the other side of the mountain that she can't imagine anything going wrong until she abruptly stops and cannot continue. So, in a worried state, she wonders how all of those treasures are going to find their way to the other side of the mountain. So she decides to stop the other trains that are coming along to see if any of them might be willing to help. But most of those trains have more important jobs to do, and they don't see the value of helping this little train. Until, that is, the little blue engine comes. And even though the little blue engine is little, there is a lot of strength inside of the little blue engine's mind, and with a lot of that positive thinking and determination, the little blue engine learns that they can get over the mountain with just the right amount of help from their friends. This story is a classic in children's literature. It is one that readers will recognize likely from many generations, and it is kind of an older style of writing. So even though the illustrations have been reimagined in contemporary times, the text itself is the same as it always has been. So you have kind of longer blocks of text that you see from older style picture books for kids, so better for readers who have a longer attention span, who are ready to sit through a longer story. This does have the structure, the narrative structure of a lot of picture books, so it has repetition and predictability in a lot of the storytelling, but as you can see, there is a lot of that text on every page. The illustrations are going to draw readers in if they're very young, so even if you only get through a page or two at a time, there's a lot for them to explore in the illustrations as opposed to just the text. So you have a lot of discussion in here about how to support others, especially others that you might not know when they're struggling, and so there's some positive messaging that's going in. You will find a little bit of the toys that may or may not resonate with young readers, but you have some things that they will recognize as far as stuffies and dolls and things like that. So you have the opportunity to discuss not only the social emotional component of the story, but also all of the details that are woven into the illustrations. With the reimagined illustrations, this helps the story reach a new generation of readers, and it helps to support the idea that even if one thinks they might be too small to make a difference, with the right amount of belief in themselves, they are able to move great things along the way. So this book is a treasure to especially American literature for children, and with the new illustrations, it has a vivid new life in contemporary readership. If this sounds like a great fit for you or for someone you know, I hope you look for it wherever you get your books.